Hello, I'm Yujeong Bae. Today we opened the system, so it's a really good chance to introduce Eve to all of you. Eve is our first system we built fully by ourselves. Cryo part and also STM and RT chamber, everything was made by ourselves in our center. Or the ugly cables we made. So it's not fancy like the commercially available ones. So you can see all the kappa foils or all those things are not super fancy, but you can see all those our efforts inside. So I really liked it, and this system is very stable, and it's very specialized for the experiment with the radio frequency cables. This system is really designed for the high frequency experiment. Normally we operate this system at 1 Kelvin temperature, but also we can change this temperature from 1 Kelvin to like 20 Kelvin or 30 Kelvin. So we have a freedom to control the temperature in the wide range. Actually, from the scratch, it took like a full 1 year. So you can imagine usually this kind of construction will take at least 3 years if you start from the scratch. Yeah, but we started from scratch and designed every single part, and until we get the first signals, it took 1 year. So compared to other cases, it's super fast. Because this system worked really successfully without any big problems so far. But this time we wanted to make some modification for this system and then decided to do some surgery. There are several, but one is the lanthanide atom, the alumni atom we studied with this system. And actually that was kind of first internal collaboration with the team led by Fabio. The Eve was really optimum to use for this experiment because it has a large frequency window and also it has vector magnets. But that's more for the scientific part. But on the other side, most funny thing was the copper nitride sample. Actually, we cleaned the sample with sputtering using the argon gas. But we realized we cleaned the sample, but we already had a copper nitride on the surface. So we think our gas line was not clean enough. So there was air in, and the air has enough nitrogen. So when we cleaned the sample, we already had a sample there. So it was the funniest part when we do the experiment. The part I like is the RF cable, because we designed some antenna and we did some small experiments outside first, and then we integrated that on inside. The structure was made by us, and that is we needed to grind the cable to make the parts, and it was a lot of work for us. But at the end, it worked really well, because at the beginning we said we were not sure whether this would work or not, because it was a too rough idea. Usually we have 2 or 3 people for the project, and also sometimes if we make the time shift for the experiment, like overnight shift experiment, then we have a kind of 2 or 3 people in rotation. So sometimes the experimenter is running like a synchrotron experiment. So for 2 months, we keep running and keep operating the system and get the data. And yeah, so in average, I would say 2 people.